Thank you, Madam President. Canada remains deeply concerned that the underlying sources of conflict in Sri Lanka remain largely unaddressed. A political solution, including measures to promote reconciliation, are needed. The report of the Lessons Learned and Reconciliation Commission is a potentially important contribution if the government of Sri Lanka fully implements its recommendations and adopts a roadmap with clear timelines. The LLRC did not, however, fully address accountability for events that took place in the final phase of the conflict, including the allegations and recommendations outlined by the UN Secretary-General's panel of experts. We urge the government of Sri Lanka to establish a comprehensive and independent investigation into credible allegations of violations of international humanitarian law and human rights committed by both sides of the conflict. We also continue to encourage the government of Sri Lanka to engage meaningfully with the Human Rights Council.
The EU reiterates that the protection of human rights, the respect of the rule of law and accountability in Sri Lanka are necessary steps toward national reconciliation. Calls on the government of Sri Lanka to engage constructively with the UN Secretary-General and the Human Rights Council on the content of the report of the UNSG panel of experts and on the implementation of the recommendation of the LLRC.
We continue to support discussion of Sri Lanka at the Human Rights Council. As its Lessons Learned and Reconciliation Commission made clear, Sri Lanka has significant ongoing human rights issues, including disappearances and threats to media freedom. We urge the Sri Lankan government to take action to tackle human rights concerns and engage constructively with relevant special procedures.
In Sri Lanka, Ireland welcomes the report of Sri Lanka's LLRC and urges the government of Sri Lanka to act quickly in implementing the recommendations in close cooperation with the United Nations and relevant bodies.